Hey guys, I'm Gareth from Fueled by Success. In today's video, we're going to talk about, are those challenging times or those, really bad times within your business, are they actually maybe some of the best times within your business or for your business? Let's get into it. Okay guys, so as many of you may know already, I run an online business, okay? And I run a prep center for other, Amazon sellers or online sellers if you've got your own website, etc. Within any business, you can go through challenging times. Now in this video, I'm not trying to give you any financial advice or anything like that. It can be a bit of a grey area when it comes to any videos like this, but all I'm trying to do is maybe spark that little bit within your mind. Your business might be going absolutely fantastic right now. And if it is, I'm really happy for you. Honestly, I am. Because, they're the great times when you're running your own business and things are going well. That's fantastic. What I'm talking about in this video is the bad times or the challenging times as an example, okay? And every business, every now and then may have challenging or bad times within the business, okay? And it's how you navigate those times is, how you will come out the other end and how, your business is going to sit on those great foundations after that period of time. Because I do believe that although challenging and bad times can be the worst times for you personally within your business, those sleepless nights, your back's against the wall, you're not quite sure where the money's coming in, going out, so on and so forth, but that's the time when you're at your best. And I say you're at your best because you're really learning what's going on within your business that you might have overlooked as an example. Not everybody that goes into business has maybe studied business or, been around business, from a family point of view or anything like that. And everybody has a different type of mindset, of who you are. If you analyze everything in your business, this video might not be for you because, you're already looking into the nitty-gritty of everything, to the T, what's going in and coming out. And that's great, by the way, that is fantastic. But if, you're running a new business and you've never done business before, but you've given it a go, you're trying to step outside of the bubble and do your own thing, which congratulations, by the way. But if you're doing that and then you come up against those hard times, that's when you've got to really look at your business and think, right, what do I need to do to, one, survive, and two, get us through to the opposite end and come out stronger? Because that's the key, guys. You want to come out of these areas stronger than you was before. You take those lessons, you learn them, and when you come out that other side, that's going to be fantastic because you've learned those lessons and you're never going to let that ever happen to you again because you've took on board what needs to be done. So, I myself have had challenges within my business and, I've gone through some really challenging times within my business. And, that's when it's really made me look into everything. So there's things that I might have overlooked. I maybe did investments that I shouldn't have done or at the same time as other investments because it tied up my money at those particular points in time. It might be that I did a video not too long ago on Amazon lending as an example. If you are in the same sort of business as myself where you're doing, online arbitrage or wholesale or so on and so forth, if you're using Amazon FBA, you may be familiar with their Amazon lending options or any lending option for that nature. And if you're constantly getting money coming into the business from a lending point of view, which gives you that false sense of security because, you're turning over within loaned capital. So you don't really maybe know exactly where your business is at that point because, you're so used to having this additional cash coming from everywhere. But then they don't offer something and it goes right down to being, the real nitty-gritty time, the tail end of the loan. We talked about this in the other video. And this is where, you find out where your business is actually at. You find out whether, you've grown too big for your actual turnover because you've had that additional capital and so on and so forth. But to sustain that is what I mean by this. But these are the times the challenging times where you've got to look at your business and think to yourself, right, where are we at and how can we get ourselves into that great position coming out of this? How are we going to lay those foundations from being in this bad situation to being in a great situation when we get through this? So it might mean, really delving in and looking at your finances. So do you need those subscriptions which are going out each month, okay? Do you need, for instance, the waste behind me, as an example? We get the waste picked up every 2 weeks from the warehouse. Do you need that? Can you live for a couple of months without that? Can you take the waste to the skip yourselves, as an example? Is that feasible to help you out save some money right now? You can always come back to adding that at a later point. I mean, that's just a little example, but it puts your mind into effect and thinking, where am I at? A great book that really helped me out through some of my challenging times and to help me before I got into challenging times as well was a book called Profit First. I've talked about this in another video. If you've heard about it, fantastic. If you've read it, comment below, let me know, that'd be great. Tell me what you thought about it as well. For me, I felt it was a great book. It really helped me out to clear the mind a little bit of where you're at. You find yourself, when he's saying things within the book, I say saying because I listen to the audio version, but you find yourself agreeing with different little bits that might happen within your business. And for me, it's an eye-opener. And one of the things I loved about and took from that book is, think of every day as your back's against the wall, and really delve into everything every day. If you're doing that every day in your business, even when the good times are there, then hopefully that will lead to you not having the bad times or the challenging times. But if you are in the challenging times, it also makes you think, right, what do we need to do to make this happen? And it might be that you need to get rid of different things for now. You maybe don't need the waste right now. You maybe don't need the virtual assistants right now. You might need to go back to sourcing yourself, as an example, from an online point of view. You've got those monthly bills that you've got to keep paying at the end of the day. And, it's making sure how you navigate through that sort of challenging time to how you come out on the opposite side. So what I mean by this is when you have those challenging times, that's when you become the best you that you can be within the business, really. That's because you are analysing everything. You know to the T, what your expenses are going out. You know what, where the next money's coming from. You know what you need to do to manipulate that to make the outcome that you require. Now, when the good times are there, you maybe are not as on the ball with all that type of things because, things are being paid. I've been through challenging times within my own business and, they're the worst times, I'm not going to lie, but they've also been the best times for my business because that's where we've weeded out the things that we don't require in the business anymore, What's being profitable? Are the VAs, the virtual assistants, are they being profitable for you? Are there, can you deal with the waste yourself? We've talked about that. Can you, deal without that subscription going out? And it just means that you've got to do it instead. And this is what makes your business grow. And it lays those proper foundations ready to make that business more stronger as you progress. So your worst times can become your best times because you look and analyse everything within the business at that point in time. Okay guys, so things to take away from this video, after watching through and so on and so forth. This video was more just to spark your sort of thoughts into, delving into the business. It doesn't matter whether you're in the really good times at the moment within your business or whether you are in those challenging times that we've been talking about. This video is just to make you think about ways in which you can really look at your business and think, like we've mentioned already, do you need those subscriptions? Do you need different things within the business that you're paying for right now? Can you do without to make your business more profitable right now when you're in those challenging times, okay? Or to help you avoid those challenging times as well. Now, it's great to outsource and everything as well, but just make sure that everything you're doing is in line with what you want to be and where you want to be with your business going forward. But, that's the end of the video, guys. I really hope that it's maybe helped out some people. If there's anything you want to get in touch with me about, by all means, leave a comment or get in touch with me on Instagram as an example at Amazon Fueled by Success, or you can get in touch with me at Facebook as well. We have a group on there, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.